There are 10 new cars people are still paying an insane markup on. Even with the car market crash and prices coming down, buyers are losing out on 5, 10, even 20 grand on dealer markups when buying these rides. Starting with the Corolla Cross formula is pretty simple. Take everything everyone loves about the Corolla and turn it into a two-row crossover SUV. Even though one is a sedan and one is an SUV, they actually even share a platform and some internals. On paper, it looks like a great buy for under 30 grand. Good luck buying one for that price. Okay. According to an iSeeCars.com report, the Corolla Cross Hybrid sells for about $5,500 above MSRP on average. And remember, that's on average. So if you're lucky enough, like this Reddit user, to live where dealer markups are going haywire, don't be surprised if you get quoted nearly 45 grand for a car that's supposed to be listed at 30. So even with that hybrid system saving you at the pump, you could still lose on this buy thanks to the Toyota tax at the dealer. Now, the thing about Toyotas is that they do hold value incredibly well. Just look at used listings for RAV4s, Highlanders, Land Cruisers, and 4Runners, which is probably why so many buyers are willing to step on a lot with a $5,000 to $10,000 markup. Next up, the Ford Maverick is a jack of all trades, master of none, but it's a perfect utilitarian vehicle. It's got the practicality and usability of a truck, the interior of a two-row SUV, the fuel efficiency of a hybrid, and to top it all off, Ford really wanted to make it affordable by giving it roughly the same base MSRP as a Civic. And as much as Ford wants you to have your cake and eat it too, the combination of dealership greed and limited inventory is jacking up the price of this perfect family and work ride. And the Ford Maverick subreddit is full of users frustrated at crazy dealership markups. To Ford's credit though, they are doing their best to combat the problem. They've bumped up production of the Maverick, and they've even added a non-hybrid powertrain as a base option to keep costs down on the cheapest version. But hey, if you can't get your hands on one at the dealership, maybe your best bet is to rent one from U-Haul. The Mini Countryman is a Mini the whole family can enjoy. Its sizing and styling makes it almost more of a family station wagon than a crossover SUV. But since their return to the US in 2002, Mini has been associated with fun. Yet, you know what isn't fun? Paying an extra $6,500 to get behind the wheel, which is around how much buyers are paying over MSRP. If you're eyeing up a Mini with the massively inflated sales price, you're probably better off checking out competitors' offerings. And in 2024, there's no shortage of sporty, smaller crossover SUVs to choose from. I mean, you got the Chevy Trax, the Hyundai Kona, the Kia Niro, the Dodge Hornet, the Nissan Kicks. I mean, heck, even though you'll pay a little more, you might just be better off getting something like the BMW X1, which actually shares the same architecture and power plant as the Countryman. At least you'll be less likely to get gouged from the dealer on it. And real quick, if you want to learn how to negotiate on your next car like a pro, check out our free ideal car buying strategies workshop. I pinned it in the first comment below. You have nothing to lose, so go check it out, and back to the show. Genesis is the new kid on the block in the luxury scene. What started as just a car in Korean automaker Hyundai's lineup is now a full-fledged brand on its own, and the GV80 has put the luxury SUV scene on notice. It's a stately premium SUV with looks that resemble the best of Bentley. It offers premium features and an interior that suggests a six-figure price tag, while only running a national average MSRP across all trims of $59,677. But dealers are using the incredible value of these rides to their advantage, racking up a national average sale price of $70,080. That's over $10,000 more. Or to put it another way, that's a 17.4% premium. Yeesh. The Porsche Macan quickly became a top pick in the automotive world. It carries all the Porsche sporting ethos into a quick and capable SUV that's as comfortable for weekend trips to Costco as it is for speeding up and down ski mountains in variable conditions. Unfortunately, the gap between the average national MSRP and national average sale price is north of 14 grand. And if you're gonna pay that much, well, you might as well just spring for a bigger Porsche SUV option, right? Well, wrong. The bigger, badder Cayenne is the original Porsche SUV that kicked off the trend of ultra-sporty SUVs that can go toe-to-toe with nearly any low-slung sports car. And in top trim, a new Cayenne would probably smoke any sports car you had a poster on your wall when you were a kid. And while, on paper, the Cayenne is already a six-figure car when spec'd out, expect to shell out 20 grand more than what the MSRP says, on your sticker. In fact, let's dive into some honorable mentions right now, because according to the IC Cars report, something wild is happening with Porsche. As much as everyone complains about the Toyota tax, well, it's definitely real, to the tune of 8.8% above MSRP. Porsche demands a whopping 19.9% markup over MSRP across every car that they sell brand new. Cars like the Taycan sedan and Wagon, the 718 Boxster, and the 718 Cayman. To be fair, it's not just Porsche sports cars that demand crazy markups. The entire sports car market is bananas right now. The Lexus LS500 is going for 14 grand above MSRP. Heck, even quote-unquote affordable sports cars like the Civic Type R and GR Corolla go for absolutely insane markups, sometimes doubling the MSRP. But hey, if you're interested in enthusiast cars, check out our sister channel. We just bought an FRS and have big plans to turn it into a Supra Slayer. And we just did a 24-hour flip on a BMW M3 that you need to check out. Now, back to the list. Now, the Benz GLE is an impressive SUV. It's spacious, luxurious, and offers legit off-road capability when you need it. There's a number of powertrain options, from a turbo inline-4 to a screamin' twin-turbo V8, and even a hybrid and hybrid plug-in option. And while you'll pay a premium for the upmarket options, you'll pay a premium anyways on any model, since the GLE is on average selling for $12,899 above MSRP prices. That's basically the cost of another decent used car on top of the MSRP price. Crazy. Yet another Mini cracks the top 3. The Clubman is beefier than the standard Mini, but not quite as big as the Countryman I previously mentioned. And like the Countryman, this Mini also demands a premium well above the price tag it left the factory with. And just like the Countryman, it gets an average 18.7% markup, or in this case, $6,803. Now, Mini has actually decided to discontinue the Clubman from the lineup moving forward to make more room for an indirect, all-electric replacement. And so if the final models sit on the lot for a bit, there's actually the opportunity to find an amazing deal here. If you simply must have a Clubman, we'd recommend you keep your eyes peeled over the next few months. Like its bigger GV80 brethren, the Genesis GV70 is an attractive two-row luxury SUV that should be the perfect intersection of luxury, style, and value. And while it's got luxury style and performance to boot, the value is left behind at the factory, because once you drive off the dealer lot, you're paying an average of $9,295 more than the MSRP suggests. And it's not only on the pricing that Genesis dealers leave something to be desired. For a luxury vehicle brand, buyers expect a luxury dealer experience, and Genesis seems to be struggling to deliver. From service and maintenance problems to indefinite back orders on replacement parts. It's a common refrain in the Genesis subreddit that the car is awesome, the dealerships are laughable. But hey, bad as it is that they have 2 cars on this list, at least they don't take the cake. Mini not only has 3 cars on this list, but also snags the top spot with the Mini Cooper 2-door hardtop, which sells for 25.5% over MSRP. That amounts to $7,615 that goes into the dealer's pockets. Now, I enjoy a Mini as much as the next guy. They make chic, fun rides that are often driver-focused and fun. But who are all the people buying Minis above MSRP? If you bought a Mini or any other car above MSRP, let us know in the comments below. I know I have, but it's always been with good reason. Now, pretty soon, we're gonna do a video on what cars you can buy below MSRP. And I know you wanna find a good deal. And speaking of good deals, the best one you might find today is subscribing to this channel for free and turning on that notification bell. Also, check out that free workshop on the ideal car strategies and like the video if you enjoyed it. Also, check out some of these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad, the Financial Cowboy. This is Ideal. We'll see you next week, and promise me one thing: keep living the ideal lifestyle.